Well, hello and good evening. It's Sunday evening. It's October 12th, Sunday evening, 10:15 p.m. here in the Philippines on the main Luzon Island, the Philippines here. And back home on the East Coast in Virginia, it is Sunday morning, October 12th at 10:16 a.m. There's quite a few trends going. I hope you're profiting well as I am from these trends that are rolling on. We're going to go over a few trades, but as always, use proper risk management and perform your own analysis and make your own decisions. These are just recommendations of trades that you should consider. These are some beautiful trends that are rolling, and this is a very good time to make some nice profits, as I have. All right, first off, I'm just gonna go over a few, not all, because there are so many going right now. Uh, First off, we're gonna look at this Aussie dollar Swiss franc. The Swiss franc is back on a roll again. And the beauty of the Swiss franc is when it rolls, it really rolls. I mean, it makes big moves. Like as you can see here, we'll go back. This thing has been trending. Well, it trended for a long time back in 2024, and then it just tanked in 2025. And it looks like it's about to do it again. So this is a really good chance to make a nice bit of money here. As you can see, this has actually been in a very tight trend since I'd say around June. And it's just been going back and forth, bouncing around since June. And here we are in October. So the rule of thumb in trend following is the longer it's been in a tight range, such as this, the bigger the trend will be. So this may last for a while. And just like I said, if you go back here, 2024, well, let's see, it was December, let's say December 2024. And around February, it started to drop. And then in March, it started to range again. And then it dropped. And then it went back up and it started to range again. And we can fairly say, it's fair to say since April of this year, it's been in a range. So this drop is going to be huge, more than likely. So it's broken all previous limits. It clearly solidly broke this Friday. So this thing is going to really roll. So all right, I'm going to get into it here. Yes, Ichimoku is in a twist. You really can't see it here. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to hide the chart. Okay, there we are. So you can see this via Ichimoku. So you saw that it was in an upward cloud. Now we got a twist going. And you see that this is called a Ichimoku kiss. This is where the baseline and conversion line are kissing. They're together. That means something drastic has happened and it's twisted. Some will argue that this is overbought or oversold, but some of the greats will tell you there's no such thing as overbought or oversold. The price is always perfectly in agreement. There's no such thing in trading as overbought and oversold. So, in my experience, and I've been trading for a long time, that is certainly a fact. Okay. So, overbought and oversold doesn't exist in trading. Prices always agreed, they're always in a perfect agreement at all times. Uh, I think his name is Willie Williams, one of the greats who talks about fractals. He was the one that really introduced me to that fact. Price is always in agreement at all times. It's in its proper place at all times. It is never overbought or oversold. Price is always at agreement, okay? And it's always all about the price action. So, as I was saying, just a twist. That means this is a complete change in direction. And as you can see, the lagging span, it completely broke through the conversion line, the baseline, and the cloud. It's down. Everything's down. This is a solid sign. This is what I call money. Uh, Monday or today, Sunday, if the circumstances are right, I'll go ahead and get in this trade as well. I have a little bit more free money, but I put a lot of money in some other pairs. But this is definitely a beautiful one. All right, we're going to go into another one here. This is another big one. Great British Pound, Swiss Franc. Sorry, sometimes in the Philippines here we have a little lag. Same thing. It's broken all previous lows. It's about to touch the lowest point. Well, it's broken all previous lows. Okay, so this is another one. Swiss franc is just gonna beat a lot of currency pairs. But I'm telling you about the Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, Great British Pound, Swiss franc, because these are, personally, from my personal experience, these are the most rewarding trades. And like I always say, use proper risk management and perform your own analysis. These are just recommendations, all right? But as you can see again here, the lagging span is clearly broken. Everything is pointing down. It's a solid bar down. And another beautiful part of this is you have already had a future downward cloud. So this is even better, because I'm gonna go back to here to the Aussie Swiss franc, and I'm gonna tell you why the Great British Pound Swiss franc is better. Because this is a twist, yes, but you see, at first it was a future upward. It was going up in the future. It was a future upward cloud. But this one, the Great British Pound Swiss franc, already had a future downward cloud. So that means this one really is really going to drop. So that's another one to look out for. All signs are pointing to another nice drop. So like I said, you have a lot of trends that are starting up here. Good opportunity to hop in and make you some nice cash. Another one is the Kiwi. Here is the Kiwi, the Euro Kiwi, Euro New Zealand dollar. Same thing. The lagging span is well above the price action. It's well above the conversion line baseline. You see this solid upward bar from Friday. It's broken and it's about to break the previous fractal point, which is the 29th of September. It's about to break that. More than likely when the markets open later on today, East Coast time, 5 p.m. East Coast time, 5 a.m. Monday here in the Philippines, it'll probably be well past this point here. So this is another trade to really monitor. You got the nice upward, big, thick upward cloud forming. It's just a beautiful trade. The Kiwi is exceptionally weak right now. So last month and the beginning of this month, the last month in September and the beginning of this month in October, I made quite a bit of money from the weakness of the Kiwi. That was the Aussie Kiwi, and did pretty well with that one. So this is looking good. And Great British Pound Kiwi, Great British Pound New Zealand dollar is getting weak as well, as you can see here. And it is about to break. Like I said, when the market opens today, it's going to be interesting to see if this has broken this previous high, which was on the 8th of October. But more than likely, I will say that it has broken, but I'm no fortune teller. No one is. You never, ever know what's going to happen in the markets. Anyone that tells you that they do know what's going to happen in markets is a flat out liar, okay? There's no way on earth anyone can tell you what's going to happen. For anyone to predict the future of the markets, they would have to know what every participant is thinking at the exact moment, every second. They'd have to know what every participant in the markets all across the world. No, they would have to know what everybody's thinking at all times. It's impossible. But anyway, back to the subject. As you can see here, the lagging span is well above price action. This is pulling up. This is above the conversion line here, so it's pulling upward. It's going to be not interesting to see what happens market open. But this is another trade to look. So we went over Great British Pound Kiwi, Great British Pound New Zealand dollar. I think it was the Kiwi Swiss franc we went over. Yep. And Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, and CAD Swiss franc. All right, that's it for now. Hope you get something out of this. And like I said, as always, risk, risk, risk. Use proper risk management and perform your own analysis. These are just trades for you to consider. I am in some of these trades, and I definitely am going to, if everything's right, next week I'm going to get into these, get further into these trades. So hopefully you'll have a profitable week and a profitable month and a profitable rest of the year. And I will see you again soon. I will make another video around Monday, well, tomorrow, Monday East Coast time, Monday market close 5 p.m. I'll make another video then. If not, it'll be Tuesday, but you'll definitely know when I make another one. But until then, good luck and take care.